Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Doing another video, but this is a just simple discussion about the situation that happened between Zavgirl and pretty much the entirety of the world and what she has done. And, you know, there's other people who are involved too who've done similar things. But basically, if you want a short summary of the story, a couple of YouTubers decided to post autopsy photos of an 11-year-old boy who was murdered horrifyingly and was banking off of it through Patreon. And this became global really fast. Didn't take long at all for people to share this, comment about this, slam the people involved, started destroying YouTube channels, rightfully so. Again, I've said that thousands of times. Their channels deserve, rightfully so, to be slowly destroyed, taken apart. This reminds me a lot of another scenario, and how it's crazy when I look at this video, and this person is completely just being annihilated. Rightfully so. Again, I'm not saying she shouldn't be. She deserves every bit of what is coming to her. And then it made me think of another content creator, and I think you already know who I'm referring to. I'm thinking about the Logan Paul suicide forced video. Yeah. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and how that video truly got under my skin. Back in school, when that video came out, I remember everybody talking about it, and how everybody was confident that this was going to be the end of Logan Paul's career. He should have lost his career in general. I'm just saying, at the time, his YouTube channel should have been annihilated. His YouTube channel, everybody should have been unsubscribing to him, just like what they're doing with this individual, because it was so inhumane. I mean, literally, Logan Paul showed the body hanging in the tree. That was a part of the video. There was an actual body hanging from the tree, and he had the face blurred out. That is all he did. But other than that, and it wasn't even all that blurred out to where you still could actually make out a face. And if, like, his family were to have seen that, you know, the man who took his own life, if his family were to have seen that, they would have been heartbroken. They would have been devastated, just like the poor Cannon's family, how they're devastated about everything that's going on. Just the lack of remorse or the lack of humanity that went behind making that video, even posting it thinking, oh, we're going to get a lot of clicks because we saw a dead body. I mean, seconds after they saw it, like minutes after they saw it, they started talking about how, oh my god, we saw a dead body, with smiles on their faces. This is real shit. You could probably find this video on YouTube, and just like with the photos, it will never leave the internet. It will always be there. I mean, this is a real thing that happened on the internet, so it's never going to go away. And he has to live with that for the rest of his life. But there's one difference between this individual and Paul's video. And it's because no one unsubscribed to him. And if it was very minimal. He still is going as strong as ever on YouTube. For what fucking reason? Made no sense to me. Made no sense to me. And that's been eating at my mind this entire time as I have been following this entire story. And Zavgirl made an apology video, by the way, which a lot of people are not buying. Just saying what people want to hear, even knowing the things that she said in the video people still didn't want to hear. She was basically talking about her personal reasons on why she did what she did, but not the fact that she should not have truly done what she done. There was no reason why she should have done what she done, besides the only reason why she did what she did was because she wanted to make money. She was talking about how she put up a paywall, and how it was only meant to stay on Patreon and not go beyond that. She did explain to a lot of people, though, that there was no nude pictures of him on the autopsy table, which does it make it any better? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because it's still one of the most disrespectful, disgusting things I have ever heard about someone doing to anybody. Again, this is an 11-year-old boy who was brutally murdered, and that privacy should have stayed private. The only people who should have seen those photos were the people in the courtroom who had to look at them, And even if it was meant to stay on Patreon, do you think it's really that hard to make a Patreon account? Go onto your Patreon, screenshot. There's a snipping tool on a lot of people's computers, or even just fucking take a picture with your cell phone. Did you think about that? Did you think? And all you were really thinking about was cha-ching, right? That was all that was going through your mind, was the money, the clicks, how people might even start hopping on and over on your Patreon, so you might gain even more patrons for your monthly support. I'll give you credit. You did take down the Patreon page, which I'm not sure if you took it down or Patreon took it down, but regardless, whoever did, I'll give credit to where credit's due. Smart. And, honestly, your YouTube channel is probably going to go next. And it's rightfully deserved. I can't, as someone who is on the same platform, I have a hard time, and not even just that, as a human being, I have a hard time really empathizing with somebody who would do something like this and try to make excuses on why they did it, when they know the blunt answer is, it just wasn't a good thing to do. It wasn't the right thing to do. It was a very inhumane thing to do, and a very evil thing to do. To quote Ganon's father. And at the end of the day, you're going to reap what you sow. But I wish this happened with more content creators who would do these sickening things and think it's okay. Logan Paul's mindset was not far off from what Zavgirl's was at that time. He thought because this was a dead body, they were out in the Japanese suicide forest, they are going to go beyond expectations when showing a dead body. They'll be like, oh my god, we went to the suicide forest and we saw a dead body. People are going to freak. Oh, they freaked all right. But not everybody unsubscribed to his channel. I'm not subscribed to Logan Paul's channel, and I will never subscribe to that guy's channel. And that guy today is still a major scumbag. A major scumbag. And he thinks he can say whatever he wants and get away with it. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he, man? The guy literally did what I just said he did, and literally still was held high on a pedestal. He still fucking got away with so much. He literally got a slap on the wrist. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I have people telling me I should mind my own business about this. There's people telling me already. I had a comment on the one video I made. I had someone leave a comment, and they were like, be a man, mind your own business, and they were shit-talking me. When I see things like this pop up, I have a hard time not giving my opinion about it. And though, yes, it may not be any of my business, the fact that it was on YouTube, and I feel like YouTube as itself has become such a meaningful platform to me, to where I'm embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed by this whole situation. I am. I genuinely am. I like true crime YouTube. I love true crime. But at the end of the day, man, it's just surprising what people will do for money. For clicks, it's surprising. That's about it, though. That's about it. It just reminded me a lot of the whole Logan Paul situation, and how Logan Paul walked away, barely unscathed. Blows my mind till this day.